They say old habit die hard, but what happens when a tradition costs a life? In a village where the drums speak and the ancestors' voice rules, one young man dares to ask, why must the living die to honor the dead? Today, we journey into a world where bravery is not just in battle, but in challenging the beliefs that have stood for centuries. This is not just a story about death, it is a story about legacy, courage, and the price of change. Stay with me, relax, sit back, and listen to this story. It might be a game changer or a mirror for you. Listen to the story, please.
Under the dark velvet sky, the village square glowed with firelight. The great drum, carved from the heart of an ancient Iroko tree, thundered like a heartbeat. At the center stood Dibia Ojukwu, the village priest, staff of power in his hand. Kneeling before him was Ezena, the lion of Umueke, a warlord whose victories had become legend. Tonight, however, the chant of warriors was a chant of farewell. The old tree must fall for the young to take its place, Dibia proclaimed, echoing the ancient code. The crowd murmured like rustling leaves before a storm. But from the edge of the circle, a voice rose, not of submission, but of defiance. Obidik, the son of Izena, stepped forward. His fists clenched. His words cut the night like a spear. My father still breathes, yet you prepare to send him to the grave as if he were a goat for sacrifice. Gasps filled the square. The drum faltered. The air thickened with tension. It was a moment where the calm before the storm met the fire of youth.
Now that you have listened to this story, let me break this down to a level we all can understand it quickly. This same from my novel, Death and the Warrior's Hay, is not just about an ancient village rite. It is about something universal, the clash between tradition and the change, between duty and compassion. The parables here speak volumes. A man does not chase the wind when it calls. He spread his arms and let it carry him. A river does not flow backward simply because its ancestors did. A man who spit at the sky should not be surprised when rain falls on his face. These idioms and saying carry a message. Our actions have consequences. Traditions shape us, but sometimes we must reshape them. Obidike represents the voice of the new generation, the courage to ask why. Ezenna represents the weight of heritage, the acceptance of duty at even a great cost. And the Biojuku embodies the authority of the old ways, resistant to change. How many of us face such crossroads in our lives? Perhaps not with drums and torches, but in boardrooms, families, or communities, when we are told this is how it has always been. Now, what's the lesson here? Here is the lesson. Tradition without wisdom becomes a chain, not a guide. Obidike challenges a belief that death must seal a warrior's honor. His plea is for life, mentorship, and continuity. It is a call for living elders to teach the next generation, not just be remembered by them. In our own lives, how many rituals do we follow simply because they have always been done? Whether in business, culture, or family, the blind leading the blind can lead us into pitfalls. But wisdom doesn't mean burning the old house to build a new one. As Ezena says, the river does not argue with the rock. It carves its own path around it. Change can be respectful, gradual, yet firm. Now, these interactive questions. Let's make this personal. What traditions or habits in your life have you followed with that question? Have you ever stood up against a practice everyone else accepted? How did it feel? If you could change one old way in your family, workplace, or community, what would it be? These are the questions, and you need to answer it. Drop your answers in the comment section, or just go to our live class or our live chat and drop it there so that the majority of people will discuss it and you get more answer to your questions. Share a time you felt like Obidike, brave, afraid, but resolute. Your story might inspire someone else today. That's just the thing. Another one is that this powerful saying comes from my novel, Death and the Warriors Say. If you are intrigued by the clash of tradition and courage, by the fire of a young man defying the odds, click the link in my bio or in the comment section of my YouTube channel to join our WhatsApp live class and get the full novel. Don't just watch history, be part of the conversation about it. And that's the simple truth. Now, finally, as the drum beat echoes through the night of Umweke, a storm begins, not just in the village, but in our hearts. Remember, the old ways can guide you, but the new ways can free you. Like Obidike, dare to question. Like Ezena, dare to listen. And like the village itself, dare to change. This is Amechi Ogalaguru inviting you to journey deeper into death and the warriors say. Until next time, let the drum of wisdom guide your step. And continue to follow us on this very page or channel so that you will hear a lot of stories that can change your life. So thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to comment on the comment section and also to share this video to numerous platforms so that others can learn from this. Thank you for watching, and please, God bless you.